Can I make this bigger screen? No, I gotta leave it like that, right? Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone? How's everyone? All righty. Hey, this is my name is Tina. This is my first live, and I wanted us to first off, the first live I wanted to go and we talk about the corona virus. So I got a couple of topics, and I see my sisters in the chat sharing. Thanks for coming in. And yes, so yeah, we're just gonna, just talk about this coronavirus and see how it's affecting us all, in one way or the other. Of course, we're all locked down at the time, so we're all dealing with that, as well. So we are just, we have to deal with that at the moment. So, anybody, if they, have any questions or have any, any comments, you could definitely put it in the chat. We could talk about it, because it's affecting, it's affecting us all. It is affecting us definitely all. And we need, we need to really start taking more care of ourselves and definitely being more aware of what we got going on. They tell you to do so many different things. They tell you, got to take vitamins. I did start taking, vitamin C, and start also taking vitamin D, to try to help build up the immune system. And I'm trying to wait and see if any more people will come on in the chat before I put up, because I got some different articles that we all can talk about. Not going to be on here long. Like I said, it's my first live, and I just want to get on and just let's talk about it. Just have like an open chat, and see how everybody's feeling about it. I know they was putting out those the stimulus checks, to help people, and I really hope that people really, really take it, very seriously when they do give you these stimulus checks. Don't go out, I'm hoping they don't go out and just blow that money, because they're gonna need their money, I mean, they're gonna need it, tuck it away. I looked up and I heard one person say, hey Shay, I see you, hey Sharon. um I heard people were saying that, they were going to just, go out and buy this and buy that. But, at this time, you really got to, kind of save your money, save it, tuck some of it away, because it kind of make you think that it's about, depression, so we got to be very careful. Hey, Rudy, I see you, Rudy, and we just have to just be so careful, with this right now, this coronavirus that's going on. I mean, you know, really do your hand washing and protect yourself. Definitely wash your hands. I have, started just wiping, my house down, the doorknobs and like everything, my countertops and everything. I did that normally anyway, but I kind of, I do it like more so like 4 times a day. I'll get up in the middle of the night, just do it. And I mean, we really got to just, take precautions at this time. And like they said, these two weeks is going to be crucial. I don't know what they mean by that, but we just have to really, really be careful at this time. Um, So we're just gonna just I just wanted to just like touch on it, and just wanted to, see what people how everybody feels about it, Um, can everybody hear me okay? If you can hear me okay, if you could just put a one in the chat so I know that you can hear me okay. Just a number one. So I know that you're not just just seeing me moving my mouth, but you can hear me talking as well before I yes, Rudolph, I could tell you a little bit more about the stimulus checks. And so I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Okay, okay. Sharon says she can hear me okay. I see Dana done popped in on the chat. Hey Dana, thank you. Let me know that you can hear me. Thank you for coming on. And like I was saying, we just I just want to just get on, being everybody being stuck, in the house at this time. Some people still, they're getting out there working, and I heard you have to have a paper to go back and forth. It'd be like after hours and everything. You gotta have some kind of paper so if you get stopped. So, if you're out there working, just be cautious and just be careful. Make sure you have your proper paper that you need, if you was to get stopped. That they're saying that, we know that it's airborne, but it's just spreading so quickly, so violently. It went from, being like the elder people, and the people who had high risk and, like me, I'm a person they consider high risk, because I have heart disease. So they considered me as high risk. But now it seemed like it's going like more, more higher. It's like it's everybody. I've heard that there's babies that has, gotten it. And I mean, I've never seen nothing like this before. So, it's just letting us know. It's like an eye opener. You more so would think that, you would think like God is trying to tell us something, at the same sense. So I just wanted to, get in and then also tell you, you got to make sure you have a mask, on your face, hand and gloves, make sure you wear mask and gloves. You right, Dana. Gotta have that mask and gloves while you're out there, and they're also saying now that they're going to have it so that, they want you to be wearing it all the time, when you're going into these grocery stores and, things of that nature. Back, y'all. Like I said, this is my first live, and I'm still trying to. So you're gonna see, yeah, but there's some kinks and everything in it. And as Sharon was saying, 6 feet apart. Got to be 6 feet apart. At the time, and really, you want to be like, you get so scared, you ready to go about 100 feet apart. Shit, like hell with this, I got to the point, I've been in the house, I'm used to being in the house now, but I mean, just thinking about it overall, it's just it's something to grasp that. It really is. So all right, I'm getting ready to pull up one video, a little clip that we can look at and talk about, afterwards. So I'm getting ready to pull it up for us, and we can actually see it, and we can talk about that. This clip is going to be from North Carolina. Then I'm going to have what's going on in North Carolina for us. It's just really, really serious. We cannot take this for granted at all. But I want to pull up this this clip so we can look at it, and because so far with Rudy and Dana and Sharon, that's on here, we live in North Carolina, so is pertaining to this here clip is going to be pertaining to us. We can get into this if I can. Let me just pull it up for us really quickly. Like I said, give me a minute because I'm just getting into this here. This is my first time, doing this live. So I want to get this clip up. Tyrone, can you get PB? I want to get this clip up so we can begin to read this clip really quick. Okay. All right, Damien, I'm trying to pull this clip up for it means you see that my hands in place, but I ain't been out because you're not supposed to put your hands in a place. Okay, there it is right there. I clicked on it. Okay. Oh, that's so many. Okay, it's about to come up. The first one, North Carolina. Okay. Okay, now this one here, this is about the cases of the COVID that's in North Carolina. And they're giving us the map, of everywhere in North Carolina. And as you can see in the map, you see we have New Hanover is in blue, Brunswick, and it's just saying the county cases numbers may change once residents is verified, but these numbers, they go up. They like every day you turn on your TV, it's up. I mean, it's a nonstop. I thought it was like more on this than just the map. So gotta kind of excuse me with it. Okay. All right, and okay, it's just letting us know, like, look on here, the confirmed cases down here in North Carolina is 4,816 so far, and then it's 86 deaths so far, and completed tests is 63,388, and they have currently hospitalized is 313, and the number of the counties is 92. So this is really, really big. This is, I mean, this is not just no typical cold or anything. This is, this is the thing here. I mean, it really say it affects, people who has asthma and, like I said, heart disease, lung disease. It's saying diabetes. Um, so I mean, it is, it's something else. So we really got to take cautions. Main thing is your hand washing. Keep your mask, keep your hands out your face. Don't put your hands in your face at all. You got to keep your hands out your face. And we just have to take, the proper precautions at this point, and just hopefully, that everything would just work out. And hopefully now they saying, I did hear that they were saying that it was going to be at hopefully it's supposed to be the end of April. Now they saying, sometime in May, but they really can't predict, when it's going to be, that they really can't. Hey, Damien, I see my son Pee Wee, he's in the chat, hey, Pee Wee, and so I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna pull up New York City. That's where my brothers and are, and that's where we're from. Uh, and show you their statistics, what's going on up there with them. It's just terrible. And the more you think about it, I done got to the point where I don't even want to. And I know I'm supposed to look at the news, but you don't even want to look at the news because it's always something. You you're not. You just you don't know. And then when it's over, should we stop? You know, should we stop? You got to keep on. And this is talking about New York City. And they have diagnosed them as the epic center. And their cases and their deaths is just outrageous. To give my condolences to my sister Sharon again, because she lost her brother-in-law due to this coronavirus. So this is how serious it is. People close to us, that we know, and it's not like it's, statewide or whatever. This is worldwide, and when it becomes worldwide, that it's a problem. It's really, really serious. And there's a lot of people who are not, I don't know if they don't want to take it seriously or not thinking, but it's serious. Okay, now when we go into New York, they had 106,813 cases in New York alone. And the total that they had hospitalized was 29,335. Total confirmed deaths up there was 6,182. And I mean, my God, I just to think, and from different ones that I talked to up there, they were saying, that they got big 18-wheeler trucks, for freezers where that they're putting the bodies in, and stuff like that. And they have now changed, the way that you have to do funerals, and I'm just praying that, nobody in my family or someone that I know or nothing will pass away at this point, because it will be more and more devastated, you know. And that's how real, this is, and now they're trying to say that, it was really, this is an epidemic really for like kind of like Black people, quote unquote, what we are, but no, I mean, us as Black people, well, women take more precautions than men. Men, they hate going to the doctors, and stuff like that. You got to like push their arm and their leg just to get them to the doctors or whatever. But hopefully now this will be an eye opener, you know, for everybody. But it's just sad. It's just really sad, you know, how how this is how this has transpired. But yeah, I just wanted to just pull that up, and I got one more one more to pull up for us to look at. I want actually one more I want us to take a glance at, and this is let me see. Let me pull. This is going to be, you know, about the safety tips that they're telling us to do. Because I mean, we have to take this seriously. You know, some people don't want to take it serious, but it's serious. It really really is. Okay, I'm trying to get this up. Like I said, bear with me, uh, because this is my first time, you know, doing it. Um, oh yeah, I am trying. Hopefully, I got it where I can share it. Uh, what I want to share the safety tips that they're telling us, and I hope everybody is actually, you know, following, you know, these safety tips. Okay. It says the COVID-19, what you can do right now to stay safe in the face of increasing widespread fears of a COVID-19 pandemic. What concrete steps can a person take right now to prevent the infection? Read our practical guide based on official sources. Okay, and of course, they talk about, you know, the CDC recommended that all people wear cloth face masks in public places where it is a difficult to maintain a 6 foot distance from others, like Sharon was just was telling us about the 6 feet distance. This will help slow the spread of the virus from uh, people or people who don't know they have contracted the virus. Cloth face cloth face masks should be worn while continuing to practical social distance. Instructions for making masks at home can be found here, and they have a little thing there where they show you about making, you know, masks, which is a good thing. Sharon, that's in the chat now, she's starting to make masks, and you know that's a good thing. She's gonna be making masks not only for adults, but she's gonna be making masks for children too. You know, because I told her to make some for my grandkids. You know, because this is, I mean, this is how real it is. It says it is critical that surgical masks and N95 respirators are reserved for healthcare workers. Okay, and then it goes to date. Public health officials have reported tens of thousands of cases of the COVID-19, the respiratory disease caused by the new this virus. That I call it the coronavirus. My children laugh at me, but I do. Um, so this situation has caused many people around the world to feel anxious about coming infected, and the social media outlets and public forum around with questions about how to keep COVID at bay. This special feature is a practical guide that describes the best ways to avoid a respiratory infection at home, at work, and while you're traveling. Okay, then let's see what they're talking about. It says how to stay safe while where you live. Okay, and they go down. It says clean the hands regularly with an alcohol-based sanitizer or wash them with soap and water. The CDC also makes his recommendation advising that sanitize should contain at least 60% alcohol, and that people should wash their hands for at least 20 seconds. Clean clean surfaces. Two, should clean surfaces such as a kitchen, such as kitchen seats and work seats, regular and disinfected. Number three, it says avoid crosswood areas when going out for people like over 60 years old and people with any undaring health problems. And that goes to, like I was saying, about the heart disease, diabetes, lung disease. They're saying that, these are people that, are really at high risk. 'Cause like, I was telling you, they consider me high risk because of my heart disease. So, and what's good, my doctors, they do everything. When people are high risk, they make them just stay in the house, and, they're, if you have to go to the doctors or whatever, they'll talk to you. They have a link that I could call and talk to them, and do my little office visits, stuff there. Okay. Anyway, back into it. And it says, four, try to avoid close contact with people who display flu-like symptoms, including coughing and sneezing. And then it says, get accurate information about COVID-19. Some good sources include the Pan American Health Organization and the WHO website. The American Red Cross also advised against touching your mouth, nose, or eyes when you're out and about before having a chance to wash your hands. So when you out, like I know Sharon, working, and Dana, out there working, don't put your hands, in your face, or any sometimes you gotta itch your nose, or something like that. But you can't even, you can't do that now. You gotta just try to what you gotta do. This is how to stay safe at work and in school. Okay, so we get into the work part. So regularly clean work surfaces and objects, and credential use such as phones and computers, keyboards. Regularly wash your hands again with soap, water, or use your sanitizer. So it's like the same old, base, things that, you have to do. And then if you're traveling, same thing, cleaning your hands on a regular basis. Keep at least 1 meter distance from people who are coughing or sneezing, you know. And then it goes down some more, and it says, what is flu-like symptoms? Okay, and it says, what happens if you start experiencing flu-like symptoms despite your best attempts to stay healthy? And this is, one is cough or sneeze into your elbow, or use a tissue, then dispose of the tissue immediately and clean your hands. Two, if you feel unwell, stay home, call your doctor or your local health professional. Three, if you develop shortness of breath, you call your doctor immediately. And it says, four, if you are sick, stay home, eat and slept separately from others in the house, and use different utensils. So they just letting on there as well that, I mean, if you start feeling any kind of these symptoms and everything, just to protect yourself and others in the house, and just get your own little utensils, and your own plates or whatever, because you got to eat or whatever. I would recommend, if that was me, I would just get paper plates, paper, and get the plastic forks and spoons and stuff like that, or whatever, because that's disposable. You don't have to worry about it. And they also said anyone with a fever or a cough, you should avoid traveling, you know. And they just said be prepared. They said, but do not panic. They're telling everybody don't panic, but with all this going on. So that's pretty much, what they were talking about as far as, the safety tips, you know, and that's what I wanted us to to I wanted us to see, wanted us to really, we just have to be cautious, right now. We have to be, cautious and careful because this stuff out here is real. It's no joke, and like Sharon was saying, stay 6 feet apart, keep your hands washed, and everything. And while you're out there in the work area, you avoid people, you know, they start coughing, hell with that, I'm getting out the way. I mean, it's just, and normally I would, um, I would, order my food. I would order my food, have it delivered rather, have my food delivered from home, and now I haven't even ordered it because I want to wash everything that come in the house, and everything. So you just, and like Sharon is saying, again, she say, yes, stay safe. And that's the main thing right now. We want to say stay safe as much as possible. Not saying, we're praying we don't get it, but let's try to take all the proper precautions that we need, that we can do, and not to get it. Like I told you earlier in the live, I have gotten vitamin C, and vitamin D tablets. I give it to them, the ones that are here with me at home every morning. I give it, taking multivitamins, that you do, that's good. Some people take, multivitamins, for women, or for men and everything, but there's nothing wrong with taking a extra, dose of vitamin C because that helps your immune system. So that's a big help. I mean, that's the main thing is you have to just, you know, you got to take all proper precautions, right now. And you got small children, you can use, the little sanitizing. I have my grandbabies when they come in, they go in the bathroom and they wash their hands, and everything. And my youngest grandbaby that's here, I put a little sanitizer in his hands, and he loves it. He think it's a little game or something, but in that same sense, we're protecting them, you know, because we don't want them, because they don't know, they're used to putting, their hands in their faces and touching things and everything. I told my daughter, I said, make sure, she has sanitizer with her when when she goes out, with the baby, make sure you use this frequently, you know. Don't let him touch, too much enough. And then another thing, like Sharon was saying, no gas. No, no. It's best to, stay put. I mean, if you look, on social media like Indigo TV, Entertainment Tonight, and all of them, they showing, the stars, the celebrities, like they in their house. They not going nowhere. They're communicating through the internet, live chats, they talking and everything. Because, they ain't gotta go nowhere. They got, people to bring their food and fill their stuff up. So, they ain't gotta worry about it. But, we have to get out there and have to, get the food and get the things we need. So we got to do more, with just staying safe and everything. And like Damien says, it's saying no more than 10 people, you know, I say no more than 10 people that ought to be around or whatever, which I know some places is not even following that, because I know they had on the news, they had one of the furniture places down here in Wilmington, because since it's being on lockdown, we have a curfew, and that curfew, ends at 5 o'clock, but not for the stores and stuff, where they sell food and everything, because I know Walmart they blocked off, they clothing area and stuff like that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. This particular store, this furniture store, they were still working, selling furniture and everything, and it was after hours. It was after 5, and they got cited, for it. So, like I said, this is real. If you don't have to be out there, you don't have to go out there. Don't go out there. I know it's frustrating to have to be in the house, and stuff, and you're used to going out and doing this and doing that. But in reality, it's for your safety, it's for your own good, you know, until this is all over with, you know. You just got to take the proper precautions, and I know everybody's used to going and ordering out, and everything. I do myself. I, order something and everything. But now I've been, I cook a lot at home, because I'm home all the time. But for the ones that, that are used to ordering out and everything so much, right now, I would suggest if you can, fix your food at home, cook at home, so that because that is you that's cooking, because you don't know if this person that's cooking your food in McDonald's or in Wendy's or at even because the steakhouse, because they deliver all of these places. You don't know if they coughing back there. You don't know if they wash their hands. you know so these are some of the things that you have to take in consideration. I did see on a television program where they were saying that if you have to you order out your food, just when you get the whatever you order, you just take it out and put it on your counter, and take the food out of whatever containers that it was in, and then place it on the plate. And then after that, then you can go ahead and distribute it to your family. And then after that, you dispose of, everything into the garbage. And then you take your the counter and everything, and you go ahead and you disinfect that counter, and and everything back down, and everything. So it's not like you can't, not saying that you can't order, but you just be cautious when you're doing it. Take that stuff out of those containers and everything like that. Put them on a plate, or and everything and stuff like that. Throw all that stuff away that they brung the stuff in, including the bag, all that kind of stuff. Throw that stuff right on out. Throw it out. Make sure you got your gloves and everything on when you do so. And like I said, wherever you put it on, when you first on your counters and everything, disinfect it down, wipe it on down. you know. But I said again, it's best, if you could cook at home, because you know what you're cooking, you know who cooked it, you ain't co-op doing it, and you don't have to worry, because right now, I mean, it's like you don't know where, you just don't know. Is there not anywhere you can get it? I mean, this ain't airborne. I mean, me and my sister was on the phone talking, because they were saying that, up in the Bronx Zoo, that a tiger got it. And I'm like, oh my God, now how did tiger get it? Now it's going into animals, so this is really, really serious. And that was, like I said, in the Bronx Zoo, and I used to take my kids there all the time because my children loved the Bronx Zoo. We were living in New York, and my mother loved it. That was our little thing, our getaway, and stuff. But to think that the tigers is getting it and everything, so it's affecting animals as well. So, got me thinking, I mean, we got mosquitoes that's running around out here, and, and all that stuff. What if it, I mean, what happens if the mosquitoes get, what we going to do then? I mean, what are they going to tell us to do then? So like I said, it's just, right now we just got to take all questions, proper precautions that we can for now. That's what we need to do. Just, practice, practice, practice washing hands. Keep this washing your hands and stay in your distance. And that's mainly what you can do, at this point. And just, stay in, listen to what they're saying. Look at the news. I mean, listen to what they're telling you, you know. I heard they're gonna be extending it, the lockdown more, because I think we were supposed to be up here in North Carolina to April 30th. But from what I was told and what I heard is that they're going to be extending the time longer for us to be on lockdown. So that just let you know how serious, this is. So I just wanted to just get on, like I said, and just talk about that. Like I said, this is my first live, and I will be talking about different topics. And anybody who has any topics or anything that they want me to talk about and everything, I'm gonna put my email in the chat so that you can email me and we can get together and talk about it. Let's get on here and talk about it. And like I said, with as far as Sharon, you see her in the chat, she's making masks right now, which we probably gonna be needing masks for a long time, because I think I'm gonna be wearing it probably afterwards the way it's going. But that's mainly what I want to just jump on and you know just want to talk about it just a little bit. And I'm gonna put my like I said, put my email up in here if anybody, if we want something to talk about, we can talk about it. We can get on here. Hopefully I can get Sharon on here as a guest, and she can let y'all see, the masks that she's making, and she could tell y'all how to contact her. Because I mean, we need those masks. I wish she knew how to get gloves too. I mean, because this thing is real. This is really real. This is no joke. I mean, so that's my email. You can email me at, and if you got a topic that we could talk on, because I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna try to get on, at least this probably like maybe once a day, once in the evening, and stuff like that. And we have a little different conversations, talk about little different things, and see where it goes, with it. But since we all locked in and everything, can't go nowhere, can't do nothing. I said, well, we might as well, get on here and let's talk about it. Let's everybody see how they feel. I do. I'm going to have a number that we can that people can call in as well. We can be able to call in, and I'll put that number up. That'll be my next live. I have with that. You can call in and we can talk about it as well. And then you'll be able to talk to the chat, whoever calls in, and you know. But do anybody right now, since I don't have, that phone set up yet, because I'm going to have that set up. But do anybody have any more questions, before I go ahead and just end this live? But 'cause that's what I came on to just talk about, just COVID, and to see what anybody got any like thoughts about it. Anybody got anything, any questions or anything? You could throw it in the chat. All right, so I guess everybody's pretty much good on, I don't see nobody else with any kind of questions or anything. So I'm going to get ready to end this live, and I thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Rudolph. Thank you, Dana, and for coming on in. My son Pee Damien, excuse me, I called him out my little nickname I gave him. But I really, really appreciate you coming on. I know my brother in New York, Wallace. Hey, Waldo. I know he's watching. He's not going to comment in the chat or anything, but I know he was said he was going to get on and everything, and watch it. So I just thank y'all for coming on. Okay, Damien has a question, so I have to put it up here for us. I was getting ready to shut it down. Okay, that's Rudolph's. Now Rudolph says, "Good job, thank you, Rudolph." Let me put Damien's question. Okay, Damien says, "Why dependents are not getting the checks?" Okay, now he's going back. He's talking about the stimulus checks. Okay, because it's saying, they're giving out $1,200 to all the taxpayers, to everyone that is on SSI, who is on disability, who are veterans. Uh, you can get the stimulus check. But they do have stipulations. And one of the stipulations that they do have, that Damien pointed out, is that if you are dependent on somebody else's, that means that somebody claimed you on their taxes, then you're not going to be able to get that stimulus check. And no, I don't know why, Damien, that they are asking. Yeah, I mean that they have, came up with that. That's a question I wish I can ask them too. But that's where they're going with it. They're saying that if you're dependent on somebody else's taxes, you will not be able to get that stimulus check, that $1,200. And I do know that if you have children on there, they're saying that they were giving an additional $500 on top of that $1,200 as well. But again, there's a stipulation to that. And I believe it's 16 and under, that qualifies, that you can get that extra $500. At first, I thought it was 17, and was a cutoff line and under. But then as I was reading, online, that I seen somewhere was saying 16 and under. Oh, and also everyone that is looking for the stimulus check, IRS, they're going to open up a portal, but it's not going to be open until the 17th of April, where that if you have not received your stimulus check by the 17th of April, you can go on to the IRS website, which is irs.gov, and there's going to be a link there, portal, where you can hit on, and you can track your stimulus check. I guess most likely you could put your information in there, and you can see, where's your stimulus check at, or how long it's going to be, or whatever. So I'm guessing they really figure basically from now till the 17th, they're figuring everybody should have their checks by then. I also heard that some people had already got their checks like over the weekend. So that's a good thing, and stuff. So they've been putting it out, they've been putting them out already. So again, if you don't get your stimulus check by the 17th, then what you do is you go onto the IRS website, and they're going to have a portal there, and you get onto that, hit that portal, I'm guessing, and you go ahead and put your information in, and it should tell you about the status of your stimulus check. So, just keep that in your back of your mind, and stuff. If you don't, get it. you can go ahead in there and you could chat. So, does anybody else have any other questions or anything? Uh, most definitely, I don't mind answering whatever I can. I definitely will answer your questions. Um, I'm looking to see if anybody else. Sharon, Rudy, everybody's good. Oh, I see. Shelly's in here. Shelly's in here. I didn't even know she's in the comments. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, Shelly. I'm about to end my live. But if nobody else has any other comments or any kind of questions, I'll be more than happy. We can try to work it out together and try to answer it together, figure it out together, because that's what it's all about now. I mean, with this stuff going on, we gotta start working together at this stuff, because it's no joke out here. This coronavirus is real. Some people think, no, it's nothing, it ain't this, but no, it's something. It's something. People are losing their lives behind it. So, definitely, it is something. And you're gonna have to take the proper precautions. You know, that's the main thing. Follow the proper precautions. We all know that we have to wash our hands, and we should have been doing that. Wash your clothes and things like that. That's already normally to be done. But now, since this is going on, and like I said, me again, I wash all my doorknobs and stuff off, in and out. I wash all that stuff down. And I have actually doubled, tripled my time, with, cleaning my house. I always cleaning anyway, but, I wipe down the house even more. Like I said, I do it like 4 times a day, not cleaning, but just going around the house, just wiping the house down, you know, just wiping it down. And I mean, we just have to do what we have to do. But that's about it. So I'm going to get ready to get off this live. But I thank everybody again. I thank you for coming in. And I'll be letting everybody know again, when I'm going to do another live. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow. We'll see. But like I said, I put my email in here as well. Because if you have any kind of topics or something that we can talk about, we can talk about it. This is an open chat. We'll get on here and just talk about it. I can put, people on the screen, that you can do it from home. Like I said, hopefully I have Sharon to come on with her things, because she does a lot of sewing and everything. And we can get her on here. She can tell us and show us what she's doing as far as doing the mask, making these masks and everything. So, it's a help one another. It's time to reach out, help one another. But all righty then. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this live. And I thank everybody for tuning in. And everybody just be safe. Be safe. Wash your hands, and just stay blessed. And thank you for tuning in.